Good morning, everyone. Thank you for watching and tuning in to the May 20th City of Janesville COVID-19 Community Briefing. Beginning the week of May 25th, this briefing will be brought to you on Wednesdays at 8:30 a.m. My name is Mike Bachmeyer. I am the Planning Section Chief for this operational period, and we'll begin this morning's briefing by reviewing our incident objectives. First of all, safeguard the community, including our residents, businesses, and visitors. Secondly, to deter the spread of COVID-19 within our capabilities. Thirdly, provide essential services to the community. And fourthly, to safeguard City of Janesville employees and preserve our city service power. Now we'd like to hear from other members of the EOC leadership team. We're going to start with Situation Leader Maggie Darr. Maggie?
Thank you, Mike, and good morning, everyone. I'm Maggie Darr, Situation Unit Leader for this event. As of yesterday, Tuesday, May 19th, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services reported that there are 12,885 confirmed positive cases of COVID-19 in the state of Wisconsin. We have 438 in Rock County, and with 4,913 total tests administered in the county, the rate of positive tests is 8.9%, which is a decrease still from my report on Monday. We've still had 14 deaths in the county, so there has been no additional deaths. The city is closely evaluating our summer city programs and services, so please stay tuned to our websites and social media for future announcements about how this virus is going to affect our ability to provide all of our programs this summer safely to the community. And then despite the scaling back of our daily emergency management tasks, personal protective equipment, or PPE, continues to be a big priority for the city. We know this virus is going to be in the community for a long time, despite the communities opening back up. And so we want to make sure that we still have enough personal protective equipment on hand for our first responders, for other frontline workers who are in contact with the public. Thank you.
Thank you, Maggie. Next, we'll hear from Economic Development Coordinator Nancy McDonald.
Good morning, Nancy McDonald, Economic Development Coordinator. We continue to update those resources on our growjanesville.com website for businesses affected by COVID-19. Some of those include the Rock County Emergency Small Business Loan Fund, the Federal Reserve Main Street Lending Program, and some of the newer ones, the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation Ethnic Minority Emergency Grant Program. That one is accepting applications this week only, so you want to look at our website soon. And the State of Wisconsin's All-In Initiative. This grant program is scheduled to be open in early June, and we will have the link to that application on our site as soon as it's available. Just a reminder that we have added a COVID-19 recovery page to our website that includes several industry-specific guides for safe reopening. We had the Rock County's phased plan for reopening on that page, as well as an interactive dashboard. If you have any questions or need help navigating these programs, please call the city's Economic Development Office at 608-755-3059. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. Next, we'll hear from Public Information Officer Alan Luckett.
Good morning. If you're interested in receiving information from the City of Janesville, please go to our city's website. That address is www.ci.janesville.wi.us. From there, you can access our Facebook and Twitter accounts. And if you'd like some press releases, we do have you can subscribe to our press release through the city's website, and that is basically our city's website address /email lists. For COVID-specific information, we have that at our site as well. On the very top of the screen, you can click on our COVID information there. From there, you can actually gain access to Rock County Public Health Department, our archived briefing videos, our frequently asked questions, CDC information, business recovery information, and much more. The City of Janesville does trust government-sanctioned sites such as the CDC, Wisconsin Department of Health Services, FEMA, and others. So please check out our recent information on our website. If you have questions, please call our community support hotline. It's open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. And that number is 608-373-6027. You can also call the 211 line for off hours if you have questions as well. Please share this information with your family and friends, community groups, social networks, anyone else you think could benefit from it. Also encourage people that are into social media to use the hashtags, hashtag one positive thing, hashtag Janesville Strong, and hashtag spend local. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. Next, we'll hear from Finance Administration Section Chief Julie Parker.
Good morning. I'm Julie Parker. I'm the Finance and Administration Section Chief for today's operational period. The EOC Finance and Administration section is documenting all personnel and operating expenses related to the city's COVID-19 pandemic response for potential reimbursement from the Federal Emergency Management Agency Public Assistance Program. The FEMA program reimburses 75% of eligible assistance expenses, while the state has agreed to reimburse 12.5% of eligible assistance expenses. The EOC response team has logged 7,055 hours to date, and we have captured expenses of $1,014,474.38. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. Next is Safety Officer Captain John McManus.
Good morning. John McManus from the Safety Unit. Since March 16th, we have been delivering a very consistent safety message to you. With the addition of simple masks, it hasn't changed much. And as things transition from the end of our stay-at-home order here in Rock County to a new normal tomorrow, our message stays consistent. We need to avoid close contact with people who are sick and create space between each other, at least 6 feet when you're outside your home. Continue to revise and formulate a plan if someone in your household becomes sick. The CDC is recommending wearing cloth face coverings in public where social distancing measures are difficult to maintain. Our old example was the grocery store. Our new example is every business that chooses to be open, you need to be responsible for your safety and the safety of everyone around you. These simple cloth face coverings are part of a system to slow the spread of the virus by helping people who may have the virus and do not know it from transmitting it to others. The cloth face coverings are not surgical masks, nor are they N95 respirators. These are critical supplies that must continue to be reserved for healthcare workers and other medical first responders as recommended by the current CDC guidance. When you choose to wear your mask or any other mask in public, continue to maintain that 6-foot social distancing. As always, your workspaces and commercial spaces and residences should be thoroughly cleaned daily with EPA-approved cleaners, and high-touch surfaces should be cleaned more frequently. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain. Next, we'll hear from Incident Commander, Janesville Fire Chief Ernie Rhodes.
Hi, good morning, and thank you, Captain McManus, for your safety message because that was spot on and it's very accurate. As we transition toward the phased reopening of our county and our community, nothing's changed because the virus is still here. When we first started Safer at Home, we had a handful of viruses in the county. Today we have 438. The virus is here and it is real. But here's what I do believe. I do believe we can thrive in this environment. And how we can do that is wear our simple face masks everywhere we go. we wash our hands, we use our social distancing. We try to refrain from going back to the way it used to be. For instance, having a bunch of people over to your house. You still need to refrain from doing that, or having a party at the end of your block. If you do that, wear your simple face mask. Keep your social distancing. But remember, the virus is very prevalent in our community, and there's a real potential it's going to bloom or it's going to increase, and we could have a significant second wave. So we need you. The only way we can fight this at the City of Janesville, we are working very hard every day. We're using everything that we can to prevent the spread, but one thing we can't control, or we need the most, is you. Please wear your simple face mask. Please use your social distancing and wash your hands. There's some really good guidance on the City of Janesville website for reopening that supports the county's lifting of the safer at home, and it's in concert with the county's guidance too. So if you have a business or a public building or occupancy, please refer to the City of Janesville's guidance to the phased reopening of our community. Our current operation, we are in a supportive operation right now. We continue to give out face masks on a weekly basis, and we'll continue, and that'll be tomorrow, Thursday tomorrow. So go to our city website and see for the details of giving out the simple face masks. As we get more and more in, we continue to give those out because we want to stop the spread of COVID-19. We are currently planning to do a community-wide testing should the virus significantly increase in the City of Janesville. Our target date is mid-June. That could change depending on what the virus does, but that's really what we're focused on right now. And as we also continue to keep an eye on our community and watch for any gaps or shortfalls that may impact our city services and or our critical infrastructure. Remember to call 608-373-6027. That's 608-373-6027. If you need assistance, if you need help with food, medications, you have any questions about the city, if you have a medical emergency or emergency in itself, please continue to call 911. And finally, it is EMS week, and as I said Monday, I was very thankful to the firefighters and paramedics and EMTs in our community. And I just want to say that again. It is the virus is very real, and it is in our homes and our businesses and our occupancies. And the men and women of the Janesville Fire Department and all the fire departments in our community and our paramedics and EMTs are going in these environments every day, and they're wearing their PPE to protect them. And it takes a lot of courage and bravery to do that, and it wears on you every day. So I am so grateful for their professionalism, their dedication. I know it's weighing on them, so I just want to say on behalf of me as the fire chief in the City of Janesville, a heartfelt thank you to our paramedics and our firefighters and EMT. As always, please give each other grace. Be careful this weekend.
Thank you, Chief. Next, we will hear from City of Janesville City Manager Mark Freitag. Mark.
Thanks, Mike, and good morning, City of Janesville EOC members, City of Janesville employees, and certainly to all the members of the community that are either listening in or watching this broadcast. First of all, what I want to say is just a reminder, as Chief brought up, tomorrow, Thursday, from 11 o'clock until they run out, the City of Janesville, in partnership with the United Way Blackhawk region, will be issuing protective masks. And so if you want to get one, they've been handcrafted by local volunteers, and I encourage you to go out and pick up a mask, because like Chief said, this is one of the keys to success to moving forward. Also, as mentioned, starting next week on Wednesday, we will offer this community briefing every Wednesday, 8:30, and we'll do that through the month of June, and then we'll reassess at the end of June as to whether we continue these briefings. But we want to make sure we continue this because I think we're in a transition time over this next 30 to 45-day period, and we'll see kind of how things go. As Chief pointed out, I would tell you, things are going to change tomorrow. Safer at Home order has been terminated, lifted by Rock County, and so there's an opportunity to open business back up and get our economy running again, and we're excited about that. And frankly, I'm cautiously optimistic And I say, certainly I'm optimistic because, I always like to look at things from a glass half full perspective, but I would tell you that I'm cautiously optimistic because if people don't adhere to the recommendations that have been provided by, CDC, WEDC, by state health officials, by county health officials, and by the City of Janesville, we could very quickly find ourselves in a problem set here during the month of June. And so we just can't afford to do that. We've spent 11 weeks of very difficult times to get us to where we are today. And frankly, the virus is no more dangerous or is just as dangerous today as it was yesterday. It will not be a safer environment tomorrow. In fact, there could be some concern that things could elevate, as Chief pointed out. And so we need to make sure that we take those precautions, we follow the guidelines, and we act responsibly as members of this community. So please protect your family, protect yourself, protect this community, follow the guidelines, and we will get through this. But June is going to be a very, very interesting month to watch these numbers and to see whether we have spikes or whether we continue to see downward trends. And so, we are Janesville strong. We're going to get through this, but it's going to take the community to get us through this. And so please, please, please follow those guidelines. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark, and thank you all for watching. This has been the May 20th City of Janesville COVID-19 Community Briefing. Please be strong, be safe, and be well.